My goodness, ladies and gentlemen, do we have some tweets to go through? Do I have some videos to show you of Floyd Schofield Sr. and Jr., but specifically Sr., making some outlandish, just absolutely ridiculous takes when it comes to Keyshawn Davis. Devin Haney saying he's coming for Keyshawn Davis, following Keyshawn Davis's win against NAHIR ALBRIGHT yesterday, ladies and gentlemen. Unanimous decision victory. Keyshawn Davis absolutely dominates, gets hit, gets rocked a couple times, but at the end of the day, this fight compared to the first fight was completely different. NAHIR ALBRIGHT had no chance at all in this fight. And I see people saying, oh, that's not the same NAHIR ALBRIGHT that came in the first fight. Or Keyshawn Davis in the last 3 years being active. What is that, his 7th fight in the last goddamn 3 years compared to 3 of NAHIR ALBRIGHT, who's a full-time nurse getting ready to go to America's Got Talent? Or Keyshawn Davis just got that much better. Ladies and gentlemen, following that victory, I know a lot of people wanted to see a knockout. I did too. He was claiming for the last 2 months that he was going to knock NAHIR ALBRIGHT out. But my goodness, NAHIR just continues to prove why he's a tough cat. A tough dude to knock out. Keyshawn Davis completely outskilled him, but couldn't finish him. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all have seen by now, Devin Haney reacted to that, saying Debo's coming for Keyshawn. But I don't know if you guys seen what Floyd Schofield Sr. had to say on Twitter and the videos with Mill City Boxing today. The statements that he made. First, let me read you the tweet. He says, the main event last night was trash. Keyshawn couldn't stop a boxer with 7 knockouts, and he think he could compete on the higher levels. They all smoke and mirrors out there. Then, his next post on his Instagram story decides to post a picture of NAHIR ALBRIGHT and says, they all smoke and mirrors over there. You couldn't even stop him, Keyshawn. How are you going to stop Devin, Tank, and Kid? Then, this is where it starts to get absolutely insane. Floyd Schofield Sr. today on Mill City Boxing, shout out to Mill City, said that Keyshawn Davis wouldn't even be able to last more than 4 rounds with Floyd Schofield Jr. He says, Floyd Schofield Jr., my son, technically can do everything better than Keyshawn Davis. And his son was also hopping on this, even breaking it down, saying Keyshawn puts his hands out when he throws his punches. Keyshawn does this, Keyshawn does that. I see so many flaws in this game that I could take advantage of.
I feel like I'd get rid of him. For sure. He leaves a lot of, don't get me wrong, Keyshawn is a very skillful fighter, great fighter. You know, if he wasn't a great fighter, he wouldn't have became world champion. But I just think, like everybody has their mistakes, but I think anybody that has a lot of skill, power, they'll capitalize on Keyshawn's mistakes. You know, when he throws a punch, he drops both of his hands. When he throws like straight punches, he leaves his ribs exposed. So I just think it's a lot of stuff that somebody could capitalize on.
But it was Floyd Schofield Sr. who was saying things like Abdullah Mason and Keyshawn Davis. And his son, Floyd Schofield Jr., would beat Keyshawn Davis. That's an easy fight. Keyshawn, we knock him out. Guaranteed. He's not on our level, says Floyd Schofield Sr.
I don't believe Keyshawn will last more than 4 with Kid. I don't think ALBRIGHT will last more than 5, 6 at the most fighting that style against Kid. At the most. Keyshawn, he can't deal with Kid.
Why you say that? What did you see in that fight that you feel that way?
Just everything. Everything. I'm looking at styles make fights. I'm looking at Kid Austin style and I'm looking at Keyshawn style. Keyshawn won't last against Kid. He don't have enough power to last against Kid. No, Kid is more advanced. Kid got more angles. Kid got more IQ. It's the IQ aspect of it. I believe Kid will beat Keyshawn because Kid will find Keyshawn flaws and will sweep him.
Oh, stop him. You believe he'll stop him?
I know Kid will stop Keyshawn. I know Kid will stop all of them on that side of the street. The Keyshawn, the Mason, and the Shakur. The Keyshawn, nah. Keyshawn ain't beating Mason or Kid.
It's absolutely diabolical, ladies and gentlemen. He said they'll do the same exact thing to Gervonta Tank Davis. He said that what we did to Devin Farmer is what we would do to Gervonta Tank Davis. And Shakur Stevenson, nah, we'll beat all those dudes on the other side. And I'm going to give you my honest opinion, ladies and gentlemen. Although I thought Keyshawn Davis should have got the knockout yesterday against NAHIR, ALBRIGHT, I'm not sitting here complaining about it. He absolutely dominated that fight skillfully. And not all the time you see with Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez. Not all the time are you going to be able to get the knockout. And not all the time are you going to be able to please the fans. But when you win in dominating fashion, when you're skillfully more better, technically better in every area, I'm going to give you respect for that. So it was a great win by Keyshawn Davis. I know people wanted to see more, but it is what it is. We move on. Now the question is, who's next? Devin Haney saying he's coming for Keyshawn. Is he really? Is he really? Or is that just a bluff? Because he has not said anything since then. He hasn't said anything. And if y'all haven't seen, this is what Keyshawn Davis had to say about that tweet. And this is also what Jay Prince had to say about that tweet. Check it out.
Keyshawn,
Yeah.
Devin said D will come for you.
He just like riding his wave, bro. He be lying, bro.
Does that mean
entertaining him?
But does that mean the fight can be next?
Bro,
I mean,
he's
saying
welling, which I don't understand. He just be talking, bro. I be serious.
You feel
Tell him if he's serious, call my manager. He know who my manager is. Call my manager. We don't gotta do all that tip for tat social media stuff. When the shit drop, it's sold out. We don't gotta do all that. You know?
Devin went on Twitter. Kid Austin went on Twitter. You think they're just doing that just to chirp a little bit, or you think they'll actually want to take the fight with Keyshawn after today?
Who is that?
Devin, Kid Austin. There's some tweets. I think Richardson Hitchens had some tweets.
Yeah, they all pump faking, but we ready. So
Yeah.
the taste is in the fruit.
So what do you guys think? Is it a bluff? Or is Devin the Dream Haney really coming for Keyshawn Davis? The question is that even a possibility? Is Keyshawn Davis planning on moving to 147 pounds? Is that in the radar for Bill Haney and Devin Haney for reals? After watching that performance yesterday, did Devin Haney see something and say to himself, I could beat that boy. I'll beat Keyshawn Davis. Is that what Devin Haney seen yesterday? I don't know, because they have not said nothing since. Bill Haney hasn't said nothing since. All I see is the Schofields going absolutely berserk on Keyshawn Davis, ridiculing, talking crap on his win, just giving him no respect, saying Floyd Schofield Jr. would knock him out in less than 4 rounds. My goodness, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what you guys think. It's breaking news. It's what's circulating in the boxing world. Everybody's all hyped up because what Devin Haney had to say. Let me know what you guys think. I'm out.